Rock climbers do some pretty crazy stuff sometimes. Most of the time when people think about rock climbing, they picture some malnourished dude hanging by one finger on an unclimbable slab of rock. But that's only 99% of the sport. What about the other 1%? What about dynos, campusing, slab, and all the other weird shit that climbers do?
I just shit my pants.
Well, recently someone posted this picture on Reddit. The title, just a normal climbing body position. And while this may look like some sort of AI-generated nightmare fuel, it's actually a real climber. He's doing what we call a foot jam. Into a knee bar. Into a drop knee. This man's out here busting moves like Ella Harper, the camel girl. He can do this shit and everyone applauds, but when I call him Camel Boy, everybody gets mad. What's up with that? But the truth is, this is just one of many strange positions that rock climbers might find themselves in. Many clips of climbers cramming their bodies into strange positions have gone viral over the years. Like in this clip where Ashima Shiraishi couldn't do the dyno on Women's 4 of the IFSC World Cup. What she was supposed to do is jump up and grab both sides of this massive block. But what she opted to do instead was hike her leg up above her head and do the splits. Vertically. This is what we refer to as a scared straight message. Do you want to do this? Huh? You want to do this, or do you want to learn to dyno? Your taint deserves better than that. But the craziest part of this whole situation was that it actually worked. She managed to bypass the entire dyno with this move, and was one of the only competitors to make it through this section. But that doesn't mean that this was the right way to do things, okay? Most of the time when climbers put themselves in these crazy awkward positions, things do not go well. In fact, in another viral instance, Shauna Coxey famously tried to break the beta on this climb by doing this. It did not work. Just a normal climbing body position. I spent like 10 minutes trying to figure out what you would even call this move, and the best I could come up with was a split leg foot jam bat hang bicycle 3-finger drag lock off Gaston. Take that, skateboarders, we name our tricks too. Ours just looks stupid. But even though rock climbers spend a lot of time finding weird ways to send their projects, sometimes these awkward body positions aren't optional, they're mandatory. In the 2020 Pan American Championships, the competitors were forced into a position where they had no choice but to do a figure 4. This led to competitors getting themselves helplessly tangled in a mess of their own limbs. But surprisingly, this really isn't all that uncommon in competition rock climbing. Setters are always making climbers do crazy weird moves like heel hooking a hold above their head. And somebody, I'm not going to say who, okay, I'm not going to specify, but some psycho even set this clock boulder, where you have to start inverted, hanging from a foot jam, then work your upper body around like a clock. It's time to stop. Now, this is the part of the video where you degenerates come in, okay? I want you to post the wackiest, the craziest, the most depraved positions that you can imagine on the subreddit. Climbing positions, I should mention climbing positions on the wall. I probably should have specified, we're talking about rock climbing here. If you want to try the Shauna Coxey, go for it. If you want to test the limits of your LCL, go for it. Post your best climbing positions in the subreddit at r/ChurchofDynology, and next month, we'll pick who did it best. Now that being said, there's been a lot of talk lately on the subreddit about spotting rock climbers in the wild. In fact, some of us make it very easy. As if the Utah license plate wasn't already a dead giveaway. Also, why wouldn't you just make it climber? That would look way better. For all I know, this could just be some dude named Rick who really likes rock climbing. But not all rock climbers are so easily spotted. Some of us hide in plain sight. King Charles's sausage fingers. Holy shit. Is King Charles a rock climber? We may never know. I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't even know who this guy is. I assume he's the King of Canada. Also, why is he playing a carrot? Were we just supposed to gloss over that part? King Charles plays Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on a carrot. Terrible song choice, by the way. He's a king. He should play something patriotic like Star Spangled Banner or All Star. Climbers can't help but to make rock climbing their entire identity, okay? That's all we do. We cannot survive on this earth without rock climbing. The key to happiness: bouldering, basic human needs, water, oxygen, and slab routes? Bouldering. Your cell phone? Bouldering. I actually got a sponsorship offer from one of these brands, and they made like climbing holds that you put on your phone, and obviously I was, no thank you, not really interested, but they're like, no, it's really cool, you can change the holds out each day based on your mood. What the fuck does that even mean? Yesterday I was feeling like a real pinchy pendejo, but today I'm feeling a little crimpy. Anyway, last month one of you posted this on the subreddit. Tomorrow is National Dyno Day. It's nothing official, I just made it up. Tell the others. In my favorite comment, somebody said, national in which nation? Wouldn't international make more sense? International National Dyno Day. Makes sense to me. But as somebody else commented on here, every day is Dyno Day. That's right, and in celebration of International National Dino Day, we're now going to move into the top 10 dinos of the month posted by you fine people out there. Coming in at number 10, we have my pledge to the Church of Dynology. We have a dino to an undercling, then to a side pole. This dude's also wearing a Jeff Gordon NASCAR cutoff. The crossover we've all been waiting for, rock climbing and NASCAR.
Here's the deal, I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence, and nobody can hang with my stuff.
Coming in at number 9, we have a cool paddle dino. It is, in fact, a cool paddle dino. Also, for some reason, you guys all decided to spam this guy with the exact same comment, except for Houdini, who says, looks easy, bad send. Controversial. Coming in at number 8, we have minor injuries can't stop me from dino. Just the one, I guess. This guy not only pulls off a pretty difficult looking dino, but he does it with a cast on. That's insane. But then he falls. Coming in at number 7, we have gripping hard wood. This one's pretty self-explanatory. VB in my forest. At number 6, we have my first offering to the church. Holy shit. Damn. Coming in at number 5, we have my first offering to the church. Again, we have a dino wall, one of the greatest inventions known to man, with the hardest dino being sent. Number 4, I have to share my dino here. This is the longest slab dino I have ever seen into another dino. Moving on to number 3, which is new offer. Yama's back with another crazy dino. It's actually 3 dinos, and look at this bounce. A 2-footed, no-hands jump off these extremely angled volumes, followed by an absolutely massive vertical dino. Yama's reaching to Moa-level dinos at this point. She's transcending all of us, like in that movie Transcendence, except actually good. Coming in at number 2, we have did this a couple weeks ago, and when I posted it, a bunch of people thought it was in reverse. Does that mean it's a good dino? Holy shit. It's a big dino. Now, as crazy as this is, if we're being honest, this is obviously reversed. You can just reverse the footage and see that he clearly did a 14-foot jump off the mat, then proceeded to downward dino into a perfect swing. Nice try, but you can't fool me. Now, before we get to number 1, here are a few honorable mentions. We have the amazing Dinoing Rat with a wall run dino, and a crazy vertical front flip dino. I don't know how this one didn't win. This is one of the biggest dinos I've ever seen, but it's not up to me, it's up to you guys. And coming in at number 1, we have, you told us to redo it with a dino, so here it is. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember telling you to do that, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Look at me. You looking? Look at me.
Oh man.
You looking?
Not only was the dino flawlessly executed, but the ending was just chef's kiss. Get ready for that mag juice. This post is definitely worthy of number 1. I stand corrected. I'm at a loss for words. Want to climb harder? Learn how to use one of these. This hits pretty close to home for me. I'm doing a video right now. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but I've gained 25 pounds in the last 2 months. I didn't think that gaining weight would be that noticeable on the rock wall, but it is extremely noticeable. I, 22-year-old female, think this route is a V2, but my buddy, 24-year-old male, says he can't figure out the starting position, and it's too hard. Who's right? Not that it should matter, but I'm a lesbian and he's straight. Listen, you gotta cut the guy some slack, okay? These are the type of holds you gotta get comfortable with, right? You gotta build familiarity with them before you get comfortable. I even have a few friends who have sworn these holds off altogether, and they're great climbers and phenomenal dancers. Interesting, I, male climber, have never seen anything like that. What's with the little piece at the top? It seems pointless. All right, we're gonna move on. Different holds, easy, medium, and hard. I can climb V14, hang with 200% of my body weight, and take the biggest whippers. But the hardest challenge I've ever faced was opening my heart to love. So stupid. Rate my muscle up. 3 out of 10. What the fuck even is this? Did the guy just put a shower curtain up in his stairwell and think he gamed the system? Like he could bypass building a home gym? Other people might go out and buy a pull-up bar, but they're just not as smart as me. I think outside the box, okay? Rate my home gym. All jokes aside, this is actually sick. I saw this on Cirque du Soleil's Instagram. I don't follow Cirque du Soleil on Instagram, if you're wondering. Yeah, I think it's been going pretty viral. It popped up, but it's pretty crazy. I mean, imagine falling off this thing, right? It'd be pretty wild. I'm afraid to click on it. I'm at work. Ryan is, he's a man who knows how to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. What can I say? Also, speaking of the live stream, thank you guys for so many of you guys turning up. We had, as you see here, 653 people watching at this time. We had over 700 at one point. I think 11,000 people tuned in total across the entire 3 hours, which I had estimated it'd be between like 50 and 100 people. So thank you guys. It was awesome. We'll definitely do another live stream. It was cool, but we're not here to talk about live streams. We're here to move into the next segment, Germany's favorite segment, Guess the Grade. First up, we have basically parkour. All right. I already recognize this guy. I forget his name. It's like Purple something. Purple War, I think. Holy shit, that was really cool. I'm gonna say, I don't even need to see this part. He did, he did a little like bebop here. I'm gonna watch it one more time. So he goes, big step up, swing over. So this part I think is like V4. This looks like it's like V5-ish. I'll have to see this because this will actually tell me more. Based on him having to campus that, I'm gonna say like we're probably V6, V7. I'm gonna go with V7. Where is it? Purple War. Purple War usually gets it. All right, gym grade is. I was so close. I knew I was sandbagging when I said V5, so I was like, I'll go up a little bit, and then I went up a little bit again, and I was still fucking sandbagging. Barbie. All right, we have to come up with something. We're 0 for 1. Barbie's gonna be here. Where can I put her that you can see her the whole time? There we go. we need some kind of stakes here. So for every single one I get wrong, Barbie's going to incur slightly more damage, and it's going to get worse each time. So hopefully I get some of these right. V3 in your gym by Purple War again. All right, Purple War. I better get this one right. Okay, let's see it. Big dyno off the right foot. Okay. See, that to me looks like V7, I would say. Maybe even V6. That looks like V8 or V9. I'm going to stay with V8 with this one, and that's not just because the last one was a V8. All right, I'm gonna go with V9. I think altogether this looks like a solid V9. Yeah. I can't see the fucking screen because Barbie's in the way. All right, Barbie. I know it's unfair, but you're not allowed to self-harm on YouTube, but nobody says you can't harm a Barbie. So Barbie's gonna incur the damages here. Is it V9? V10 felt right to me, or a hard 9. At least Purple War was on the same page as me, but it was a V10 Barbie, not a V9, so we'll start a little easy on you. Not too bad. I think she tanked most of that blow. What in the fuck is this? Dyna to Lachey to skate to paddle, 4 in 1. I was reborn in Tomoa's name with this one. If YK, the gym grading system, the spoiler also normalizing genes, blah, 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 rank each dyno. Oh my god. Okay, let's just do, it's a 4 in 1 dyno. There's a lot going on in that post. Okay, that's like V5 probably. That's probably like V7. That's probably about V7 as well. Oof. I'm gonna say altogether that's probably like a V8. It could be a V9, but I think it looks a little soft for a 9, I'm not gonna lie. Barbie, can you get the fuck out of the way? All right, gym grade is V8 to V10. That was exactly where I put it. Barbie, we did it. You don't have to incur any damage. We're 1 for 3. First offering to the church, guess the grade. We're 1 for 3 right now, Barbie. We really gotta figure this out. So we got an outdoor dyno. Hopefully it's established and he didn't just do it, only him, so that we get a better grade. I'm gonna say that looks like it's probably around an 11. I would have normally guessed like 8 or 9 for that, but I've been trying some outdoor dynos lately, and surprise, surprise, they're harder than they look. So ones to crimps like this that I've seen that aren't even this overhung are around 11, 10 or 11. So I'm gonna say this is probably about a V11. All right, Bolo head, come on. V10, how? That looks harder than V10. I'm sorry, Barbie. But you know the way things go. This is a limited edition, by the way. I don't want to do this, okay? But I have no choice. I'm gonna hit her with the right hook. Okay. Barbie's fine. She got a little banged up. We're getting a little scuffed. Oh no, it cracked! No! Alright, Barbie cannot take another hit. So I was scrolling looking for the next guess the grade, and I just saw this post of Adam Andra. Why do you guys keep flagging? I brought it up last time that people were flagging things, and now everybody's doing it as a meme. It's promoting hate based on identity or vulnerability. This is just a photo of Adam Andra. It's not even photoshopped or anything. I don't even understand what you're getting at. All right, I think we found it. Okay, the next guess the grade, the final guess the grade, an offering to the church. All right, Barbie cannot take another hit. She will be destroyed. I think these are like limited edition. I actually really like having this. It's pretty cool. So we're gonna hope not to destroy it, but without repercussions for my actions, I will never succeed. So if I get this right, the worst that happens today is a significant amount of damage to the casing. If I get it wrong, I don't want to know what's gonna happen. I have to get this one right. The red bandana gives me hope. I don't know why. Oh, big step up off to the side dyno. I'm gonna say V6 for that, and then the rest of the climb looks like it's like V3, maybe, V4. Ooh, that makes me worried though that the gym just might be sandbagged, because the dyno looks way harder than the climb after the dyno, which means that they might consider this the same grade as this. I'm gonna go with V6. I think it's gonna be softer than V6 though. I think it's gonna be like V4 or V5, but I'm gonna say V6. Sorry about the weird wobble in the video. Soft V5! No! Oh, Barbie. I'm so sorry. You've already been damaged beyond repair. I went 1 for 5 this week. It's one of the worst I've ever done. And I did say I would do it. We're gonna go with the most powerful strike in my arsenal, the uppercut. I'm so sorry, Barbie. I hope you can forgive me. I don't know why I'm so fucking bad at guess the grade. Oh, she's been split open like a coconut. Oh my god, the whole box is fucked. Well, Barbie, you know, maybe this is a good thing. Maybe I can put her on like a prop or something. She doesn't fit on the fucking shelf anyway. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to post your weird climbing body positions in the Reddit. I want to start doing like a regular theme each week. So next week I'll tell you what to do. The next month, it's actually monthly, not weekly. It doesn't matter. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.